for citizens wishing to address the board. My understanding is that we had one person sign up to speak who has since decided not to speak. So I wanted to make sure that we got that clear. With that, I will turn it over to you, Dr. Duncan.
Thank you, Chairman. Okay. Thank you, Leonard. So appreciate you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. Those do good things.
Okay, we're going to start off. Got it right. What? Oh, as you can see, I now have my fan club.
Yeah.
Okay. An executive team update, Kim, if we can have you come up here. I'm going to let Kim introduce herself and share with you a little bit about herself, but Kim is our new CFO. Kim, come on up to the table here. Yes.
The hot seat.
She is. Yeah, she's our new CFO, and she has to be courageous and brave. Go ahead, have a seat there, Kim.
All right.
She is courageous and brave to come in the middle of budget season, but she has come in as a fearless leader here. Kim, tell us a little bit about yourself. You come highly experienced, even having come through Columbus, Ohio. Unfortunately, Kim also has come through Michigan, which does not, I can't do any kind of a reconciliation around, but Kim, we are so fortunate to have you, but tell us a little bit about yourself. And I would advise all of you, if she invites you out for golf, do not go out.
All right, thanks, and thank you, Dr. Duncan, Mr. Chair, and the board. I really am excited to be here. I have more years than I want to share in healthcare. It is my purpose in life is to take care of people. Fun fact, I am a nuclear physicist by training, so it's a little bit different than you would get in normal CFO, but in case you're wondering how the jump, it's nothing is more complex than taking care of patients. Right. And so the complex thinking, the critical thinking, all the skills that you need in order to really manage through healthcare has been a foundation for me my whole life. And I've had so many mission-based organizations. That's what I love. And one reason I was so excited to come here with JPS is taking care of the community, the patients, the employees, and really being able to serve, because that brings not only meaning to me, but to the community that I live and support. Personally, my husband will be joining me in a couple weeks. We are closing on a home next week in Mansfield. So we are full blown in. So yay, we're really excited. I am a golfer, golfing down at Walnut Creek Country Club down in Mansfield. So if you do want to golf, just ask. I love to get out and hit the ball.
Are you
around.
available if I need a ringer for a tournament?
I am.
Okay.
I am. I just got to make sure we don't have a board meeting. Right?
Okay.
So I am I have a stepdaughter with 3 grandchildren that are all up in Michigan, and I have a 7-year-old golden doodle who is my child, my problem child, I call him, but we have a lot of fun with him. And so we enjoy traveling, of course, golf. I'm a huge football fan, and yes, I do root for the University of Michigan. Sorry, Dr. Duncan. And so I'm looking forward to actually being in a state that loves football. All right. So this is going to be exciting to me. So that's a little bit about me.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate it. We will be seeing a lot of Kim as the budget season comes upon us here. Roger mentioned the celebration we had for being the Gallup Exceptional Workplace Award winner again. So this was our 2nd year. He spoke about the commitment of this board to our organization, and it is why we have been able to receive this kind of award. Your commitment to invest in our employees, to recognize our employees, really adds and leads to high engagement and leads to awards such as we've seen here. We were honored to have our Tarrant County Commissioner, Matt Krause, come and give a few words. We also had NBC 5 anchor Deborah Ferguson, who actually came and emceed, and she's always delightful. You can see some pictures here of her. Just one thing I want to bring up for those of you who were not there, and I do want to thank, first of all, those of you who were able to attend, our chairman here, Chairman Fisher, Amanda, Dorothy, Reverend Emerson, Trent, and Blake were all able to attend. But I think what came out of that was the leader of one of the leaders of Gallup, Ed O'Boyle, who was there and spoke about that only 20% of the world's employees show up to work engaged. In the United States, it's about 33%, so we do a little bit better than the world does. Across all of Gallup's clients, and that's all industries, and there are multiple clients, it's about 50%, but here at JPS, it's greater than 65%. I think that is huge. Great celebration. I understand, I think Ashley may be here, but Ashley, yeah, we're going to go for a three-peat on this, right? So you may wonder who these beautiful individuals are around the room. Do they not look just, perfectly put together in that blue, JPS blue and khakis here? But wanted to give you a little information about what's called our SHINE program. As you know, JPS is not only committed to our current workforce, but we are implementing programs and strategies to train, educate, and support our workforce of the future. And we were proud to be recipients of a $350,000 grant from the Texas Workforce Commission via the Office of the Governor for the Talent Connection Grant Program. This initiative has been led by Dr. Elliott, Dr. Singer, Dr. Acosta, Dr. Chanling, and Julie Vasquez. It is an 8-week paid internship program that runs through the end of July. All of our students here are between the ages of 16 to 18 and living and attending school in Tarrant County. And they were selected through a competitive application and interview process. For this inaugural cohort here that you see, there were over 640 applicants that applied for their positions. I see some of them smiling like, oh my gosh. I've had opportunity to meet them. They always have smiles on their face. 91 of those were interviewed, and then you see 30 of those who were selected. So very competitive. These are amazing future healthcare leaders. All students will be exposed to both clinical and non-clinical experiences across the hospital district, including inpatient and outpatient settings. The program is aligned with the National Health Career Association curriculum, and students are eligible to obtain certification in patient care, EKG, or phlebotomy at the conclusion of their internships. Students will also complete a capstone project, which they will present at graduation on July 31st. So look for your invitation. So please give a warm JPS welcome to our inaugural SHINE cohort. A short video here, and I'm going to ask after we complete seeing this video that the students stay and take a picture with all of our board members. Okay.
I applied because I'm very interested in the medical field. I know my end goal is to become a surgeon, and I feel like the SHINE program is a really great opportunity to start my journey and become a doctor.
SHINE program interests me because I want to become a PA when I graduate from undergrad. I'm really honored to have the opportunity to be part of the internship in the SHINE program.
I'm really excited for the opportunities I'll have after this.
So I'm really proud just to be here, be accepted into the SHINE program.
I hope to share my compassion, to share my love, and to allow everybody to feel heard and seen. Just gives me a glimpse into my future, and I feel like that's something I'm very excited about. Being able to already step into a field that I'm very passionate about is very exciting.
Thank you so much, JPS, for choosing me.
Okay.
So you want to do that?
Who's coordinating? Don, you coordinating this? Okay.
Yes, photo. I'm going to do a photo right in here.
So Because there's just so many people, we're gonna move this to the side. I'll stand in the middle. Everybody up at the front, right in front of the screen. We're gonna
Okay.
try and squeeze everybody in real tight. Thank you. We're good. Thank you. We're good.
Y'all come up.
Right. Very good. Very good. Let's get everybody in real close. If I can try and get everybody kind of fitting in. You have a column right here and a column with a flag. Or you get everybody squeezed in between. Yeah. And yeah, if you can get 3 rows, y'all are a little bit shorter, like, you know, a little bit down a little bit. Go for it. Yeah. Beautiful. Dr. Duncan. Dr. Duncan. Where would you like to sit? You want to be surrounded?
Come on.
Okay, excellent. I can get y'all down. We got a couple people. Let's squeeze in over this way. In the sorry. Come down a little bit. Come down a little bit. Down a little lower than that. Okay. That chair.
Let me hold it.
Good with that? Okay. You'll be doing surgery, brother. They should be able to care. Yes, I do. You're gonna be looking right here at the camera, and I will count y'all down from 3. So you can see the camera, you can see me. And 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's see here. If I can get right there, you can kind of like tippy toe a little bit. Oh no, in front of you, right in front of you. Yeah. Yes. And 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Thank you.
Everybody wet. Everybody wet. Anybody from wet?
No,
Nobody from what?
Nice to meet you. I saw you on video yesterday or the day before on Facebook, so y'all have fun.
Good to see you. Hey, thank you so much. Yes, thank you.
Everyone has been. One of our doctors who's in this program. So, yeah. It does, doesn't it? I mean, yeah. Okay, just one more.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for taking that picture. I know it'll mean a lot for those students that have been a part of this, so thank you again. And then I believe we have a. Yeah, I'd like for you to.
Across every location, every shift, every role, at JPS, we move forward together. We move toward healing. We move toward hope, toward the people who count on us. We move with urgency and intention, with steady hands and full hearts. Through every visit, every conversation, every quiet moment in between, we show up for people in their hardest moments. We create calm in the midst of chaos. We offer comfort, clarity, connection. We meet people where they are, and help them move forward. When you share your fears, your hopes, your truth, we don't just hear the words, we hear you. We make space for your voice in every care plan and every decision. At JPS, we believe when people are heard, they feel respected, and that is the foundation of trust. No matter our title, no matter our task, we are united by a mission bigger than ourselves, to transform healthcare for our community. Because behind every interaction, behind every smile, is someone who chooses to make a difference. And that choice every day is what defines JPS. It all leads to you.
I hope that, yeah, okay. So you see our communications team that's headed by Dawn. This was put together by them as we look for marketing material to take out or even to run as PSAs on part of commercialing. But just amazing and professional work that we will take out. So thank you. And with that,
Thank you. And congratulations to the AV team. Everything's working. We've got music, we've got sound and video, and it's on cue, and it's great. So I'm very happy.
Hearing Duncan and the JPS dancers at one point.
I know.
I love it.
This is a great day. All right. We'll move on now to item 7, a report from Medical Executive Staff Committee. We've got 2 items there. Dr. Casey, the first is the request for approval of medical staff appointments and privileges.
Thank you, Chair. Yeah, we request number 1 to 116 for approval.
Is that inclusive of everyone, I guess? Is there any reason we need to take this to close? Okay. I'll ask for a motion. Got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. And now we've got 2 delineation of privileges forms.
Yes, sir. No new changes.
That's why there weren't red lines. That was my one.
I find some red.
I do have a question. I'm on page 12. It just says under the neonatal nurse practitioner modifications, remove certain things. This is not performed by NNPs at this facility, and a couple of them are initiating cardiopulmonary resuscitation and performing venipuncture. They never do that.
Take that back.
I feel like they exactly research this.
Yeah, we can take it back.
Okay.
Or-
So just item number 1 needs to go back.
Yeah, we can modify it.
I'll leave it up to you. You're
Well, it just says, the neonatal nurse practitioner modifications, it said remove from delineation privileges, so it's not performed by NNPs at the facility. It includes initiate cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which is CPR, and performing venipunctures, insertion of central lines, arterial catheters. I'm questioning, I'm assuming that the entire neonatal nurse practitioners do initiate CPR care, do perform venipunctures. So I'm just wanting to know if that's incorrect or they never did the care.
So
Yeah,
we'll take note item number 2, so that's on the neonatal.
they'll need to
Oh,
do
okay.
some more. Yeah.
okay. Then is everyone okay with the I guess there's no changes on the delineation of privileges for number 1, women's and infants.
I have a question about Casey. Are these just reapproving them without changes? Or I didn't see the red lines. We're just renewing the approval, or are these wholly new
There's
procedures?
been an effort to make them all coordinated across different disciplines and process. I don't think we just need to tie it over.
So if I can help you, there's two summary of changes from the current version's forms. It doesn't look like they're embedded as red lines. Those were at the front of your packet. That is one of the documents that Dr. Holland is referring to, where it outlines what's been changed in the advanced practice provider for neonatal nurse practitioner delineation of privileges. She's questioned that, so we will table that form. That's item number 2. And your question is, or is everyone okay?
Is everyone okay with item number 1, women's and infants?
And Jackie, you may have answered it, but so there's a summary, but is there supposed to be a red line here? Any updates?
It looks like they summarized the changes and did not redline it against the existing form. So they've outlined what changed in the form and just included a clean in the packet.
Do you want to just send those back just for clarification? Make sure that they're right or?
Well, I'm
It's hard to, yeah, I agree with Blake.
See a red line, but this, I didn't see the summary. So
Yeah, that would be the,
Yeah.
that would summarize the changes to the form.
That's fine. We should be able to do that line.
They haven't passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that is a big change for us. Because usually to have the red line, I look at that, that's the baby deal, and I can identify. I did see the changes there, but I wasn't exactly sure where to look for those changes.
We can.
Are either of these critical to be done today?
No.
Okay, then let's just table them both and that way we're clear and then,
You know, we don't deal with changes.
yeah. I mean, did you see what happened with the flag? All right.
What was funny,
Well-
I watched everybody standing up and go.
All right, we will table item 7B1 and 2 and into the next meeting. That way we know we're absolutely right across the board. With that, we'll move on to community. Thank you, Dr. Casey. We'll move on to committee reports and action. First off being Finance, Planning, and Investment Committee.
Mr. Chairman, Finance Committee did meet. Just a few highlights. First of all, this was Rory's last presentation to the Finance Committee, and we said this during the meeting, but he's not here, but I want to say it now. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you, Rory.
He was breath of fresh air and just did a super job. He couldn't have asked for a more devoted guy. I'm glad that he's still here. Also would like to welcome him. Thank you very much. Looking forward to having you at Finance Committee. April was a good month. We were $30 million over that income for the month, which makes us about 195 million to the positive for the year. Medicaid funding, higher net revenue, but also lower expenses across the board. So hats off to the staff for that effort. Volumes are very, very high. Surgery especially probably gets a shout out because surgery numbers continue to grow, and that's because the efficiency efforts that our staff is putting in, the improvements in scheduling, just done a super job. So thank you guys for that. We noted our financial goals and our metrics. Every single one of them are at stretch now, with the exception of the length of stay. Length of stay was ambitious, but we're very close to that. But being able to hit a stretch on every metric on the financial goals is a real statement for us.
Yeah.
That's a great job. We appreciate that. We did look at the 2025 financial report, which is in your packet. We also talked briefly about future fund calculations. There'll be a lot more of that discussion as we get into the budget. And there are 5 contracts on the agenda today that were approved by finance and recommended to the board. Including my report.
Thank you, Mr. Petty. We have Human Resources, Ms. Dorothy.
The Human Resources Committee did meet on April 22nd, and part of our discussion was shown today as part of the retention. That was part of the report that we received at the HR committee. When they were talking about their plans, their strategies for retention and recruitment. And that was one of the programs they talked about. So I was kind of surprised to see it here, but very glad it was here. So we went over the workforce strategy map and the overview of our strategic pillars and priorities for 2025, which are recruitment, retention, it's the third. HCM, okay, those are the two that I remember from. And then we looked at our turnover, and we're doing a good job of reducing our turnover, which is great. We have one for 1 year and then the overall turnover. And then we're focusing on the 1 year turnover rate, and that has been reduced from last year. It really looks good, so they presented on their department of talent acquisition. And that was really interesting because they have been doing a lot of work in the department, but that's the first time it's come to the board. And I probably will ask them to come and do some of the big highlights of that because they have really revamped the HR talent acquisition. They kind of computerized it more. I always thought they had a computer, but I don't think it was working. Now they can track when they call, come in, when they first interview, and that is a major case when you are. That's it.
Great. Thank you very much. And I appreciate everyone's attendance at those meetings. There are no reports or updates requiring board action or approval. That leaves us with the consent agenda. I had a request from Blake for our item of the month. If Jill, could you come up for item B and I understand, Blake, you don't want to pull it off agenda. You just want to speak a lot about it a little bit.
Yes, I've asked Jill to give us some detail on this, item B. We have a couple large items on our consent agenda this month, but I think this one deserves special attention, so.
Yeah, absolutely. This is our first construction package for the new hospital with Austin Commercial. And so what this package will do, we will be relocating the site utilities. We will be relocating our ambulance entry so we can start the work to connect the hospital to the North Pavilion. We will also start excavation of the basement as well as really activation of our construction teams. The pictures here were shared at Finance and Planning, but these are some of the concept, I'll warn you, concept looks of what the hospital will look like. And so if you look to the far right, that's where the connection will occur to the North Pavilion. And so really that's where the work has to start. And so relocating the ambulance entry is key. So we can start making that connection between the pavilion, which includes our emergency department and ORs, to connect into the new inpatient hospital towers.
Great.
Thank you.
Just say one thing on that. I think Trent did a great job at our committee meeting of kind of drawing this point out. At least for me, this was the first time we saw these renderings. They're beautiful. But I think like even more so, you guys are doing the work of making sure they're efficient. And so I appreciate that. I know Trent, I can't speak for him, but I'm sure he does appreciate that too. And just thank you for doing that work and still coming up with a product that we're going to be real proud of.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So this is the first contract of the tower project, and it just is basically activating the site.
Yep.
Getting it
Getting it prepared so we can actually start doing something, going up, going vertical.
You'll understand this amount of money we're approving today also includes digging the holes down.
The excavation of the basement.
Way down to the basement.
Mm-hmm. So yep, getting the site ready to do the major construction, really.
And IGMP, I know GMP is guaranteed maximum price. What is IGMP?
Initial.
That's my.
Okay, wait, you had a lawyer draw that up. The initial guaranteed maximum price. Gotcha. Okay.
There'll be some substance.
There will be more.
Yeah.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you, Jill.
Mhm.
Any other questions or comments on the consent agenda items?
Like that. That concept of high spine looks beautiful.
Yeah.
It's the floor plate looks great too. They did some work to break up just so we don't have like a real long hallway. They kind of offset it a little bit. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I start coming back to the meeting.
It looks good. Well, there's no further discussion on the consent agenda. I'll ask for approval.
So moved.
Got a motion and a second? All in favor? Any opposed? Motion passes. All right, great. We've got nothing out of Human Resources Committee, so we will reconvene into executive session at 2:00. Thank you. Man.
Yeah.
And they were.
Has your schedule lightened up at all, Dorothy?
It has. It has.
Must be all
Thank you,
covered.
Brady. Thank you.
Yeah. Now the trip. Those swinging it on.
I can see Reverend Emerson didn't do those little things when he was a kid that put the shape in the right place.
Mr. Rogers?
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
My mother,
You remember you used to
my
have those little
my
toys that
mother
you
would be
had?
mad at me.
Did she really? You tried to put that round in the square thing.
Cause growing up, all kids.
I remember those big ones, those big wooden boards, yes.
She would be down at the table.
Yeah.
And then
And
we
you-
got up